What season Marcos Senesi has been having for Bournemouth, and a brilliant ball for Bournemouth's first goal. It feels like an age ago now. Let's actually focus on the goal that won it for them in the end. Michael, from a Liverpool point of view, the worst way to lose a game, but for Bournemouth, there's not really much better way to win one, is there? No, did they?
No, we talked about it at the start. You know, they like last season they sold the whole of their back five. They've lost Semenyo, who's their best player. You never heard a peep out of that man. Just carries on, just gets on with it. Tavernier's injured. You know, Kluivert's injured. They've got a lot more out missing as well. They just crack on. They just play to their style. The man sets them out, well organised, and they believe that they can take on the big boys. They don't always get the results, but today they deserve that. And you saw it with, you know, that energy there. I mean, there's the push. There is. It's 100%. Listen, if you got ruled out, then you wouldn't be surprised. But Liverpool won't want that to be ruled out if they were on the team what was scoring the goal. I think Alisson has to do better, I really do, on the first instant. But he sticks to it. He's had two bites at the cherry there, Adley, and everything went their way. You know, it's not even a clean strike. He just toes it over the top of, and Ekitike, I think, on the line just can't get his knee up high enough to clear it. So it was their day today. It really was. I thought Liverpool fought their way back into it. Like I say, I believe that Bournemouth's worst spell of the game was when they went into the shell at 2-1. It was almost like they were trying to hold on to things, but they're at their best when they're playing on the front foot. And then as soon as it went 2-2 with the free kick from Szoboszlai, which was outstanding, they come again. And they took Liverpool by surprise because Liverpool were trying to win the game as well. It was great viewing for us. But I thought the most likely to score the winner was going to be Bournemouth, and that's exactly how it panned out. OK, well, we've just spoken about a potential foul on Virgil van Dijk in the build-up to that winner for Bournemouth. Let's now hear from the Liverpool captain.
Well, Virgil, having fought so hard to get back to 2-2, just how disappointing is it to come away with nothing in the end?
Very disappointed. And yeah, last minute of the game, very tough to take. Like you said, we worked very hard second half, especially to get back in the game. And obviously at times we were open as well, obviously on the counter, because we're trying to push for the winner. But yeah, to concede that late is very disappointing.
You look to be venting frustrations with the officials at the end there. What was being said?
Obviously, what I felt on that pitch was that was clearly blocked. But obviously, the ref and the VAR don't give it, and that's something we didn't have to accept. But in my opinion, I was blocked. But listen, I can stand here and say, should it not be given, but it is given, and it is what it is.
I suppose whilst there was a huge positive that you did manage to come back to 2-2, ultimately, I suppose you'll reflect that you gave yourselves too much to do at 2-0 down. How do you make sense of that 7 minutes where Bournemouth went 2 ahead?
Well, the first goal, I think it was a difficult ball to judge during the circumstances. The wind was very tricky. I think you saw it, especially when we played long balls on their side, and it was very difficult to judge. So to concede that one is obviously it's not an issue, but obviously it doesn't, because I think we controlled the game quite well before that. And then obviously when we were with 10 men, you can argue that you have to maybe kick the ball out or not, but yeah. To concede that 2 goals in short period is obviously not good at all. But I think the goal I scored before half-time was very important in terms of getting that momentum and the feeling for the second half back. And I think we showed the second half. We worked so hard to get back into the game with a great free kick. I think we had some good opportunities as well. But in the end, the throw-in that cost us.
You mentioned there perhaps the indecision as to whether or not Alisson should have kicked the ball out when Joe Gomez was injured.
It's not an Alisson. I think as a team maybe. Well, obviously after a game or after a moment like that, it's easy to say, oh yeah, you should have done this or that. So
where do you feel perhaps responsibility should lie? Is it from your manager? Is it as a team you should be communicating more amongst yourselves?
It is just a very split second. I think now it's easy to discuss this and say you should have done this and that, and I know that's what will happen, but we decided to keep the ball because we had the possession, and eventually they had it, and obviously a good ball from them in behind, and unfortunately for us, the goal we conceded.
Having got back into the game, so many of those teams directly below you trying to get a Champions League place play tomorrow. Does it feel like missed opportunity?
Losing never feels good, and especially as a Liverpool player. And I think this season we're trying to find consistency. We had a fantastic performance midweek, and we were trying to do that today as well. Very demanding game, of course, under the circumstances, the intensity that obviously Bournemouth bring anyway. So, yeah, it's a tough one to take. But Wednesday will be another game, and we go home now and focus on that one.
I suppose it's been a week, hasn't it, where the pendulum has swung so much with the disappointment after Burnley. You mentioned there the highs of Marseille and then disappointment here today. Is it testing you as a group, that sort of togetherness, keeping in the right direction?
Well, I don't think there's any question about our togetherness, but the consistency that we're looking for, that's something still need to be found, and that's the reality. I think there was a lot of praise of our performances and a lot of individual praises, and we know how it works. And 3 days later, you lose a game like we did today, and then the other side of the world comes out. So that's something we have to deal with. But we want to perform, we want to win games, and today it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's a difficult interview for Virgil van Dijk to give. Was struggling to kind of pinpoint exactly where things were going wrong. He did say, look, the referee sees it how he sees it. He gives what he gives, and we have to accept it. But he did feel he was blocked for the winning goal for Bournemouth. Did either of you spot that?
Well, he was blocked. He was fouled, but he was fouled by his own player. That's the problem. Curtis Jones, Virgil van Dijk, you can just see him here. Virgil van Dijk, the Bournemouth were starting to launch balls into the box with his long throw-in by Hill. Virgil's in a decent position there. He's got Unal there, and then Senesi is another player that's with Gravenberch. But as that ball then comes in, and it's an incredible throw, you can see he gets it to a long area there. Virgil goes to attack it. But I'm just going to just take it back because I'll show you, if I slow it up, as he goes to win that ball now, you can see there, number 17, Curtis Jones, he just trips over him. Watch Virgil's right foot as he goes to jump. There, he catches his own man, then can't get the header. Then it all becomes about Adley. He's brilliant. Look how alive he is here. Gets the first one in. Then he gets...
Well, Marco, congratulations. Just about the best way to win a football match. How good does that feel?
Yeah, to be honest, unbelievable. I think we did a very good first half going to 2-0. And yeah, then they scored, they draw the game, and yeah, a late winner is perfect for us.
I mean, it must have been such a punch to the gut when you saw Dominic Szoboszlai find the back of the net with that free kick. How have you found that winner as a team?
No, unbelievable, because we need a win. Everyone below us is getting points, so it is massive for us to win today against a really good side like Liverpool. They were doing amazing, and yeah, it was a good game, and at the end we got the result.
It's been such a challenging period for the side. You've had so many injuries. You've lost one of your key men in Antoine Semenyo, but we saw your manager, Antonio Iraola, at the end there, high-fiving all of his backroom staff. Just how much is togetherness playing a part in what this Bournemouth side are doing in their last few games as you find points?
Yeah, 100%. The team is staying together, doing the work. Even we have few injuries and are important players for us, and yeah, everything is stepping up and doing their job, and yeah, at the end we got an important result today.
You say everyone doing their job. Obviously, you're working mainly defensively, but what a ball that was for the first goal.
Yeah, I mean, we were speaking about it in the analysis these few days with Alex and Alex Jimenez about the passes behind, and when I received the ball in that moment, I saw Alex Scott doing the run, and I was like, perfect, okay. We put it there, and at the end, unbelievable pass from him also to score.
Recently, you've seen the end of this winless run where so often it's been fine margins, but I suppose that's a couple of games now against Spurs and now this evening against Liverpool, where it's Bournemouth that have managed to find those margins. Does it feel like you're back on track as a team?
Yeah, 100%. We have few really good games, and then we couldn't get the result. We lost them at the end, and we got draws at the end. And yeah, to be honest, today winning at the end of the game, it is perfect for us.
Congratulations. It's been a great team effort, but you are the player of the match. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.